And I said what I said. You do not need to physically reprimand a child to discipline them. And statistics and facts and psychology will quite literally prove the things that I'm saying. So I'm not asking, I'm telling you this is what happened. When a child is physically reprimanded versus using alternative methods, it tends to have very adverse effects on their psyche. And they tend to have a lot of maladaptive ways of handling situations. And I'm not saying you are or not. Maybe you work through your issues. Maybe you come to, whatever peace with whatever experience that you had. But the overwhelming majority are going to face a lot more consequences as a result of being beaten than benefits. And you again said this thing, spare the rod, spoil the child. Why is there this belief system that you cannot discipline a child without physically reprimanding them? When there have been countless children who are productive members of society, haven't been committing crimes, haven't done anything harmful without having been beaten. That makes absolutely no sense. And I mean, unless science isn't sciencing and science just went out the window, then I'm going to assume that maybe you could have maybe, potentially, some aspects of what you need to reconcile and maybe talk to a therapist about. And where's this information coming from? I have no issue acknowledging what somebody's going to say, but you cannot pull a statistic out of nowhere and then hold that to be truth. You're stating that people who have not been beaten are more likely to commit crimes, but it's statistically the opposite. So now what you're doing is attempting to save your perspective by using some fact that is not grounded in any form of reality. Because again, statistically speaking, children who get beaten, it don't look good for them. It don't look good compared to children who are reprimanded and deal with consequences in a different way. So I'm gonna ask this for a third time. Why is there this belief that you have to physically reprimand children to give them consequences or to discipline them? Do you not think that there are other ways to get your point across? And I'm going to ask this one more time. Do you as an adult learn by being hit right now, or do you have alternative ways to learn and change your behaviors? And if you don't get hit as an adult to learn, then what makes you believe that it's more efficient to a child who has absolutely no frame of reference of this physical plane, no way of knowing or understanding anything? If adults do not learn by getting hit, why do you think that hitting a child will make them learn better versus alternative methods? There's this thing where people tend to love their parents so much that they almost become blind to their faults. And I'm not saying that your mom didn't do everything that she could to help you and to raise you and to make you become the best version. But I can guarantee and this is just me spitballing, there's almost no chance that somebody would be physically reprimanded to a certain degree as a child and simply pop up as a healthy, functioning adult without any negative consequences in some capacity. And a lot of times people think that they're perfectly fine, but their thought processes ain't all there. The fact that you're trying to tell me right now that you think that you need to physically harm a child and that that is the only way to discipline them, that's not good.